everyone, it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new speed build video. And I'm really excited for you guys to join me here today because today we are going to be building a family home, which is a very big family home. It can fit up to 6 Sims, and for the first time I think this is the build that I've built, which is very big. It's been a while since I built something this big, but anyways, yeah, today we are building a family home in the world of Brindleton Bay, which is the world that came with the cats and dogs pack. I really like this world, and I think it is one of my favorite worlds so far to build in. And following the announcement of the new arrivals of kids and stuff, I'm really excited for that actually. Because it's been rumored that we are going to be having werewolves this year. And I'm really looking forward to that if that happens. But anyways, today we are going to be building a family home, like I said. And it is a very big family home. It can fit up to 6 Sims, and you can technically turn this into a generations home if you want to, because for this build I will be including there are 3 rooms in this build. One of them is the parents' bedroom. The other 2 are belonging to different age groups, but I didn't really specify which age group by the way I decorated the rooms. But one of them is basically a grandparents' room, and you can technically turn this into a generations home if you want to, because it is a pretty big home and it can fit up to 6 Sims. But either way, I think both works. Like, you can also turn it into a normal family home if you want to, and also a generations home. So there is a variety of choice here and there, but I think everything works out in the end. I'm really happy about this build because I've built this build, which is a big build, and it's been a while since I built something this big, so I'm really happy with how it turned out, even though, I've been having a burnout phase for some reason. So I really hope that you guys will like this build. If you want to download this build, it's up on the gallery under my ID, which is simmerkhai, spelled SIMMERKHAI. And for the color scheme of this build, I had a tough time figuring out the exterior wallpaper that I wanted to use. So I decided to get some inspiration from my friends on Instagram and just browse through my feed, and I saw a lot of houses that are in suburban style color scheme. So I decided to use the brick base game one combined with the paneled ones from the Seasons pack, I believe, which is the green craftsman type of wallpaper. And I think these 2 colors suit very well, even though it's not a normal color scheme that I would use. But I think the colors suit each other very well, and it also looks cozy like I wanted it to be, so I'm really happy about that. But this house also has a garage door or garage thingy going on over here. Although the garage is not functional, you can definitely change it to functional if you want to. Just add some garage stuff in there, because I didn't include any garage stuff in there simply because I just wanted to have the garage for decoration, and also I wanted to use a lot of debug items, like some transportation items, and also of course landscaping. But overall, I think this house is really great, and like I said, it can fit up to 6 Sims, which is a lot of Sims. You can also vary the age group that is in this, and also you can definitely change things around if you want to. But overall, I'm really happy with this build, and for the back part also, I'm really happy about it because I feel like it's been a long time since I properly decorated a backyard. So this backyard is pretty, I think, beautiful and nice. It has a pool area and also some activities like a chess table, a paint easel, and also some barbecue stuff. So the landscaping over here that we are working on is pretty simple. I think it is very beautiful. I'm really happy with the outcome of the landscaping, even though it's kind of the same style that I do for each of my builds. But I think the landscaping for this build is pretty nice. I really like how I like placed around the bushes, and also included a lot of debug stuff. And I really love these plants that are from the Cats and Dogs pack, which are these hexagonal type of shape going on over here. Initially, I intended to use only Brindleton Bay, as in Cats and Dogs pack, and base game, but in the end, I think there is a lot of packs that I use for this build. So you will have to go to the gallery and see what packs I use if you want to check that out, because I don't usually list down all the packs that I use under my video description box. So I'm really sorry about that, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I think it would be most efficient for you guys to check out yourself when you don't want to download this build on the gallery, and also you can see the packs that I use at the same time, because a lot of like people ask me like on Instagram, a lot of them ask like what packs do I use like for each of my posts. So I'm really like, so how do you say, like, so tired to explain to everyone what packs that I use. So I think it's best if you check it out on the gallery. Also, for a lot of people who are asking about tray files, I notice a lot of people ask about tray files, but I think it would be fair if maybe I created a Patreon page for the tray files and you can download it. I don't think it would be fair for me to just upload it as in the tray files for free, because The Sims is a paid game. And I understand that a lot of people use the pirated version, unfortunately, but I think it would be fair if you at least like pay for something that should have been paid for, if that makes sense. But I'll reconsider about making some tray files being free on a Patreon account or something. I noticed that a lot of my friends do that, and I'm thinking of actually creating one. So just peel your eyes for that if that time comes. But anyways, the floor plan for this house is very basic, and I think basic is the best. This is because I think if you have a simple structure for the shell of the house, you can basically like figure out the floor plan easily. So there aren't a lot of like awkward angles that you have to face for the interior. But I think the floor plan for this house worked out really nicely, and I'm really happy about the floor plan. I didn't spend a lot of time doing the floor plan compared to other stuff like furnishing this house. And I also tried my best to furnish this house very nicely and also include a lot more details, because I think that is the factor that I've been lacking for most of my builds, is that the exterior of the build looks nice, like, and well detailed. But when it comes to furnishing the house, it looks kind of empty and bare. So I think that is something that I should work on. So I try my best to furnish this house in great detail and make sure that it looks very lived in. And I use the tool mod for this, even though it is kind of tiring for me, but I'm trying my best to include a lot of details. And I included that bag, school bag specifically, in the corner of the fireplace because I pictured that there are children living here. And like I said, it can also be a generations home where you have a lot of like age group, a variety of age groups living in the same house, from grandparents to parents and also to kids and grandkids. So yeah, I think this house is really nice, and the interior that I tried to do is very suitable with the exterior and also the theme, because the theme that I was going for was a cozy theme family home, and it is also a big family home. So that is something I think I managed to achieve for this build. And this build also has a lot of rooms and bathrooms. I think I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. There are 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms for this build. So it is quite a big family home, and I think the layout also like worked really well with how I wanted to place the bedrooms. But over here is going to be the kitchen, which is a green color scheme. I decided to use the counters that are from the Vampires pack simply because I rarely use them, and I thought that the color that is kind of this emerald looking color is really nice and suits this exterior of this build. So yeah, I paired the cabinets with the top cabinets that are from the Country Kitchen kit, I believe. And I don't think the Vampires has a top cabinet thing, so I decided to use a different one from a different kit. So I think the colors are like similar to one another, but it's just that the Country Kitchen one is a bit more lighter, but it is very subtle, so it's negligible. So you don't really have to worry about like mismatching of cabinets or anything like that. And I really like this kitchen because there are a lot of like colors in it, and I think the colors are very cohesive to one another. And I use the wallpaper that is from the Parenthood pack, which is a tile wallpaper. I really like that because it looks kind of vintage. And also it has a lot of colors that suit one another, and I also decided to pair this type of color scheme with the green cabinets, which really look nice, by the way. And then I also use some ceiling lights that are from the same pack, which is the Parenthood pack. I think it really looks nice because it is kind of this lantern shape. But yeah, over here we are going to be working on the grandparents' bedroom. I figured that I should put the grandparents' bedroom on the ground floor since the elderly don't really have that much energy in The Sims. I might be wrong though, because I rarely play the game, but I think it made more sense for me to put the grandparents' bedroom on the ground floor since elderly people tend to be tired easily. So I decided to just squeeze in a small bedroom over here, which is pretty big actually if I view it. And I thought that this would be perfect for a couple of grandparents who live here with their family, and one of the grandparents really likes knitting, so I decided to include a rocking chair and also a Nifty knitting basket from the Nifty knitting stuff bag. And somehow I just realized this, that I only put a fan in the grandparents' bedroom. The other bedrooms don't have a fan, and that's a weird thing that I encountered in my builds. And I just realized that. But over here is going to be one of the other bedrooms, which I was picturing belonging to a girl or woman. They may be a preteen or a teenager or a young adult. So I just decided to go generic with the concept, but I didn't really include any details showing that it is specified to a specific age group. So I just decided to decorate it like how a girl's bedroom looks like. And I mean, at least it's what I picture what a girl's bedroom looks like. I'm not much of an interior decorator person in real life, but I try my best to decorate it to make it look very kind of youthful in a way. But it doesn't belong to a fully grown adult sim, so it only belongs to either a teenager, a preteen, or a young adult who maybe is like studying in university. And then over here is going to be the common bathroom for the ground floor, which is shared between the grandparents' bedroom and also the common people, and also the girls' or woman's bedroom. But we are going to be working on the second floor right now, which is pretty spacious, surprisingly for me, because usually when I build big builds, the second floor ends up being like narrow. So this is the first time that I'm seeing my build that is very spacious for the second floor or the upper floor, and it only has a master bedroom as well as a study room, like a mini library. I wanted to include a full study room in this build, but I didn't end up doing so because I couldn't really fit or I didn't really have enough space for me to do so, and I wanted to put it on the second floor of the house. So yeah, it only fits a big master bedroom with an ensuite and also just a small library on the right side of the build. After this you will see, but this is the ensuite. It is just simply decorated. I really don't know how to decorate bathrooms, so forgive me for that. But over here is going to be the study room or mini library, like I said, and it just contains a simple bookcase from the base game, and also I put in the couch from the Paranormal stuff pack. And then over here is just going to be a lounge area that is fitted on the second floor. I think I could have changed it to a different type of area, but I really like how it turned out because I pictured that the Sims of family living here, they are very simple people. They don't really, catch up on trends and stuff. So they just like simple living and they don't really decorate. It's just that everything is arranged neatly, even though it's not fully decorated for the upper floor. But over here is going to be the back part of the house, which I will just be decorating a pool and also just place some planter boxes and also just a little bit of activities like a porch swing. A swing. They should have porch swings, in my opinion. A lounge table, a barbecuer, and also a chess table, a bonsai tree, I believe, and also an art easel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole house. I really hope that you guys like this build. If you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you want to download it on the gallery, you can do so under my ID, which is simmerkhai. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have a good day or weekend or wherever you are, and I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!